UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Imavov. Here's my experience.
I see my haters proud of me now. When I'm around, it's all smiles. I took over my whole town.
To start off, I give the card a solid 8 out of 10 on performances. I feel like it was pretty good, pretty steady pace through, especially when it got to the main card. I feel like the fights was just eating up, ramping up right after each other. Very good night of fights in my opinion. The first fight of the night I want to talk about is Mr. Brad Cannonier versus Jesse Butler. Brad Cannonier, the former tough winner, the former two-time tough winner, looked fantastic throughout the entire night. I mean, pure domination on the ground. I don't know what Jesse Butler game plan was going into this fight, but it did not work out very well. Off his back, he really didn't have anything for Brad Cannonier. There's not really too much to criticize with Brad Cannonier's performance. Really, it's just who you want to see him fight next. The next fight of the night that I want to talk about is Mr. Carlos Prates versus Charles Radke. Prates is the first UFC fighter to get a knockout in the new UFC gloves. I thought it would never happen the way it was happening. I mean, UFC 302 was a complete bore fest. No knockouts, even though Islam did kind of save it at the end of the night, but that's a whole different video. I felt like, I mean, the way Prates just exploded into that knee, into his body, Radke went down way too fast. I felt like something was seriously wrong. I'm talking about as soon as it connected, it was over. It was all over. He won $50K for the knockout. Who do you guys want to see Prates fight next? Let me know. I feel like he's a very interesting prospect. After that, we had Ledoy Klein versus Mr. Thiago Moraes. Klein looked super fast, super steady, super powerful, all of it mixed into one. It looked like Thiago Moraes just couldn't get off fast enough, like his strikes, and he looked slower the entire night. How he survived some of those strikes after getting knocked down in the first round was absolutely insane. Yeah, Klein looks pretty good. Who do you guys want to see him take on next? I feel like he's going to be an absolute problem at 155. Kicking off the main card, we have Punahele Serrano. I know I butchered his name, is right here, versus Miguel Baeza. Serrano just pretty much pitched a complete shutout. I mean, look at the stats of the fight. That's a dominating win. That is a dominating win. I don't think Serrano was in danger at any point in that fight. I don't think it was very close at any point in the fight. And Serrano looked really good at welterweight, dropping down from 185. Who would you guys like to see him fight next? If he looks like that going forward, we might have something there at 170. In this fight right here, we had the second oh shit moment of the night. We had Mr. Zachary Reese taking on the Cuban Missile Crisis, Julian Marquez. And Zachary Reese continues his first round streaks, and he looked absolute fantastic for the 30-45 seconds that it lasted. I mean, he put him out fast. He put Julian Marquez out fast, and that surprised me. I thought the Cuban Missile Crisis was going to come back, try to make a run for it. I think he hasn't fought in like 2 years or something like that. And I don't know if Zach Reese just hits that hard or Julian Marquez is just done. But Zach Reese, you're on my list now. I will be tuned in whenever you fight. And we got my pick for fight of the night, or performance of the night, KO of the night. We had Mr. Bruno Ferreira versus Dustin Stolfus. Seeing one spinning elbow in a fight in general is absolutely amazing. Seeing two land completely flush, insane. We ain't seen that since MVP versus Kevin Holland, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Bruno Ferreira did call out Mr. Bo Nickel.
A bonus, I've been showing a lot of knockouts, but I come from judo. I was in the Brazilian national judo team, so I want to propose a challenge. What do you guys think? Judo versus wrestling. Come on, Bo Nickel.
I want to call out congratulations.
I think that's a hell of a fight to make. Bo Nickel can get his respect. Bruno Ferreira can get a very big name in MMA world under his belt. Fantastic fight for both. Who would you guys got in that one? And shout out to Bruno Ferreira. After that fight, we had the youngin competing in once again, Raul Rojas Jr. versus Ricky Tercios. Ricky Tercios came out, dropped the F-bomb off bat. I thought he was going to have a bad blood fight going into this, and I think it was. I think Ricky was going in there trying to finish him, trying to hurt him really bad. He had him hurt really well. He had him in a very tough spot in the first round with his rear naked choke attempt. Raul got out of it. I mean, I feel like that's a great experience for a young fighter for him to have. I mean, the kid's 19 years old in the UFC with multiple wins under his belt. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic way to start off his career. I think his career is already starting off better off than Sage Northcutt. I'd have to check that to make sure, but I feel like it is. Yeah, he got the second round rear naked choke. I feel like that's going to be fantastic for him going forward. I love it for him. Who do you guys want to see Rojas fight next? I don't think he's ready for a ranked guy. I say give him another prospect right now. Then maybe give him a ranked guy at the top of 2025 if he's able to get past the other prospect. Who do you guys want to see him fight next? Let me know. Following that fight, we had the co-main event of the night. Mr. Dominic the Devastator Reyes versus Dustin Jacoby. Fun fight, real fun fight while it lasted. People was writing off Dominic Reyes. I was too, I'm not gonna lie. I thought him coming off those 3 or 4 knockout losses and that blood clot that he had in his leg was going to be all detrimental to him, but he came out and looked fantastic. He looked real fantastic, even though Jacoby was trying to stalk him down and get that big right hand going and knock him out in the first round. The opposite happened. Dominic Reyes got off on him and he put him out. It was a great stoppage from the ref. What do you guys think about Dominic Reyes? Who do you guys want to see Dominic Reyes fight next? I feel like Dominic Reyes versus Anthony Smith would be an absolute fun fight. Two vets, 2 people that's fought for the belt. I feel like that's the fight to make next. They're both inside the top 15. Let me know who you guys want to see him fight. In the main event of the night, we had Mr. Nazarene Imavov versus Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier at 40 years old looked great in the first 2 rounds. I mean, he did what he needed to do. Kind of leaned on him a little bit, tried to get him a little tired. But towards the end of it, it looked like Imavov wasn't fading. Even though in between rounds he did look kind of tired, but when he was fighting, he looked just fine. And the stoppage, people are saying it was an early stoppage. I agree. It was an early stoppage, but I don't think Cannonier was getting out of that. I think that stoppage was a little more on the safe side, more than, oh my God, why'd you stop? He was fighting back. I think Imavov was just going to pour it on him and overwhelm him, and it was probably going to be stopped maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds after that. But I feel like the ref should have allowed that to happen, because I like when fighters have no reason to protest any type of decision that the ref made. It just puts a asterisk on it, even though I don't think this fight has an asterisk on it. I think Imavov is starting to run away with it. So with that being said, who do you guys want to see Imavov fight next? He did call out Sean Strickland. I do not think that fight is very likely to happen. Sean Strickland is more than likely waiting for a title shot. Another fun fight for him is Brendan Allen coming off of that win over Chris Curtis. I think that would be a real fun matchup for him. Who do you guys want to see him fight next? Let me know down below. What do you guys think about the card? If you like this video, make sure you do that, and subscribe if you haven't, to see more content like this. I appreciate everybody that came by and watched this. Be good people.